Thursday morning. We are back here with Strive Academy's virtual STEAM activities. Today we are going to be building a water slide, and I have a water slide in front of me that my daughter had built prior to this, so that I'm going to show you how we built that. Before we get started, I want to take a second to ask if your seeds are sprouting. If you look, you can see ours are starting to get little sprouts. Today's pretty cloudy and rainy in Ohio, so they're not going to get a lot of sun, but if you can see the bean seeds starting to get the little white sprout down at the bottom. Also, check in on how your eggs are doing. So here is our egg starting to get squishy in our cup with vinegar. So if you will probably add some more, the shell's almost gone with this egg. So show us your pictures of your seeds and of your eggs if you have participated in those experiments. Don't forget to use the hashtag STEAMWithStrive so that we can see your pictures. Okay, so today we're building a water slide, and you can use lots of different materials. As you see, we used paper towel rolls, we used pipe cleaners, we used painter's tape, we used saran wrap. She wanted to use a bouncy ball instead of a figurine, but you could use any little figurine. You could use like a little Lego person, you could use that. Anything to go down your water slide. So on your handout, if you are using the handout, on the hypothesis, you're going to write down how can you build a water slide for your figurine or for whatever you're sending down your water slide. Then you're going to sketch a design that you think that you're going to build. And remember that this can change, and that's totally fine. Then you're going to use the materials to build your water slide. It must be freestanding, which means it stands on its own. So she used supports to make it stand on its own. She did not add a ladder to climb up, but you could add a ladder to climb up. And the pool of water, she made the pool of water, but you could also just use a bowl of water if you want at the end. Under your data collection and observation, after you build it, you're going to draw what it actually looks like when you built it. So like you can note any changes that you made from your original design to your actual building. Then when you are ready, you're going to carefully pour some water down your slide. So parents, make sure that they're either putting a towel under it or they are in a place where you don't mind if it gets wet. If it's nice outside, you could definitely do it outside. So you're going to pour some water down the water slide, and you're going to put some water in the pool at the bottom. And then you're going to test it. So you can take your ball, and you can see that it worked. Also, you can go back and make any changes. So my daughter, she used the saran wrap on the inside of the water slide to protect the cardboard, so you can check to see if any of the cardboard's getting mushy or you need to make any changes to that. In your analysis questions, you're going to say, what problems did you run into while building your water slide? So was it hard to make it freestanding? Was it hard to waterproof it? What was the hardest part? And which materials helped the most while building your water slide, and why? And did you find it was best to have a steep water slide or a not steep water slide? You also can put some curves in it. You can make it like swirl around. You can make it go down and then maybe have a bump for it to go over. So you can make it as creative as you want to see if there's any design process that you run into problems. She added some pipe cleaners to kind of jazz it up a little bit. So you can definitely do that if you want to get creative with your water slide. As extensions, we offer, try to make it like a certain height or steepness for the math if you want to add that in. You also could test out different variables. So like instead of using a ball, which is going to roll, use a Lego figurine or something to see if it will go down and if it will slide down the water slide. and test to see if there is any combination of things that work and don't work. So show us your water slides. This is fun. This kept my kids busy for at least an hour building this water slide, testing it and rebuilding. So hopefully this is something fun that they can do. If it is rainy where you are, it's supposed to rain here in Ohio all day today. So gives you something fun to do inside and a challenge that you can use whatever you have. So if you don't have cardboard, you could use cardstock. You could use shoe boxes. The slide part here, she just cut paper towel rolls in half. We're going through lots of paper towels here while we're at home. All right, so check us out and show us your pictures. Use the hashtag STEAM with Strive so that we can see them, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.